Moving on to wide receivers.
Devontae Adams, very good.
Yeah, Devontae Adams is good. And this is where, like, Aaron Rodgers is, if he doesn't play, all the hits are going to take right here on these wide receivers. Aaron Jones still might get a lot of touches, but these receivers are going to
I'm not
hurt,
really concerned about Aaron Jones that much.
No, it's all these wide receivers.
He'll definitely take a hit because his offense is going to take a big hit, but I'm not really worried about the volume that he's going to see.
Right. So Devontae Adams, best wide receiver last year.
By
Why?
a mile.
I can imagine it has to do with these 35 freaking red zone touchdowns.
Yeah, Adams was an absolute monster.
So keep in mind that he did miss 2 games on the season, and he still
blew everyone away.
He was 2.5 points better than Tyreek Hill on a points per game basis. That's insane.
Yep,
that is absolutely insane. And let's see, he had 14 red zone touchdowns, which is awesome. 27 targets, though.
But a lot of these players, I would be like, those are red flags. Not for Devontae Adams, though. That's what he does. He's consistently. So I'm not scared about that.
Scared about what?
Him not seeing the touchdowns, because a lot of players, when they get those super high touchdown inflated, a lot of red zone.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a sticky stat, but with Devontae Adams, touchdowns are sticky.
Yeah, you're talking about like the regress on the next season. Yeah, no, that doesn't happen with him.
Because we'll talk about another player later who I do have some concerns about in that department. So besides Devontae Adams, we got Allen Lazard, MVS, and Amari Rodgers, the guy who they drafted this year.
Mm-hmm.
They are definitely they're still looking for their number 2 wide receiver.
Can't find it.
I think Lazard is their second best. And if you don't remember, like the beginning part of last year, he was really, really good for those first 3 games. An incredible yards per catch. He had 13 receptions for over 200 yards, like close to 250 yards, 2 touchdowns in those first 3 games. Got hurt, came back, and was average at best.
Mm-hmm.
Points per game wise, he did outscore MVS. MVS didn't miss any games, though. But MVS, I mean, he is their deep shot receiver. He led the league last year in yards per catch at over 20 a pop.
Yeah. Yeah. So I used to think MVS was going to be their number 2. Lazard was going to be their 3.
Yeah, like 3 years ago.
Yeah, but
Not
I'm
anymore.
definitely changing. MVS has just slowly continued his way to the back end of this wide receiver
I
core.
do really like the Amari Rodgers pick they made.
I think
really
they
should have taken a receiver earlier in the draft, but where they did draft him, I like that pick.
3rd round, I think, right?
Yeah, but they could have gone after.
No, what I'm saying, like that's a great. I mean, I like Amari Rodgers out of Clemson. Him and Trevor had a fun season, but again, it's with Rodgers.
How quick do you think?
Like, could you imagine just Rodgers to Rodgers? Like,
oh, they have a lot of Aarons and like the same initials on this team.
Yeah, I think they actually go into the draft looking for those names and stuff, just to kind of shape their team. But yeah, so I mean, so you're taking your shot on Lazard this year as the number 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do think Amari Rodgers can work himself into the slot position on this team. And I think to best utilize that would push Allen Lazard back outside. And just MVS just as like their situational deep threat kind of a guy. Because he's just proven you can't trust him ever. You can never trust him. You never know.
Every time he has a big game,
you
it's
never know when it's going to happen. It makes no sense because he's catching 2 passes in a game. Like some of these games last year, 2 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, his yards per catch were just the games he exploded were just big plays. I'm not banking on that.
Don't also forget that Devin Funchess did sign on this team too.
I did forget that though. That's the problem.
Yeah, not that I'm overly.
He was there last year and like.
Yeah, well, he didn't play at all last year.
No, he was there.
He was there last year. I thought he signed this year. Well, he must have been hurt all year. But just keep in mind that Devin Funchess is there too.
Didn't play. He agreed to a pay cut. That makes you feel better.
So you never know. I mean, he also has some experience, but again, they're just kind of searching for somebody.
Long time ago, when the world was young. I believed in Devin Funchess.
We all did.
That was back when the dinosaurs were still around.
It was just 1 year for me, but for some other people, it was a lot longer.
Thank you so much for watching the Fantasy Monsters on YouTube. If you liked our video today, please subscribe to our channel. Hit the little bell icon. Get notified whenever we go live or post other videos. You can see the link below. You can click on previous videos. You can also leave comments below. We'd love to hear from you guys as well. And we'll catch you next week.
Have a go.